You're about to be surprised by what I'm about to tell you. And if you're seeing this right now, it's no coincidence. You broke a curse without even noticing. Yes, you really did. And now the universe is about to bless you with unexpected money. As a chosen one, your journey has always been marked by strange twists, hidden lessons, and bursts of synchronicity that others rarely experience. But this revelation might just top all the rest. Before we break down how you shattered that long-standing blockage and why financial blessings are about to flood your life, do me a favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave 77 in the comments to send a powerful signal to the universe. Watch this on repeat if you really feel its energy. If you're truly chosen, you'll stay until the end. If not, you'll likely drop off. Chapter 1. The Hidden Curse. You just broke. You might have felt for years that something was holding you back, like you were working twice as hard as everyone else but never quite getting the rewards. It's a familiar story for chosen ones, and many times this subtle restraint is actually a spiritual or ancestral curse. Not necessarily a witchy hex cast by some foe, but more often a lingering energy pattern passed down through family lines or formed by past traumas. Perhaps you noticed a recurring theme of sudden losses or near wins that never materialized into real success. Those patterns can be as stubborn as they are elusive. Yet you did something recently, maybe a gesture of forgiveness, a bold decision to follow your gut, or a heartfelt prayer that shattered this curse from your life. Think back on a moment when you stepped out of your comfort zone or deeply confronted a fear that has haunted your family or lineage. That seemingly simple act, fueled by authentic faith or fierce determination, was the key. The curse thrived on complacency and unhealed wounds. By breaking that cycle, you effectively pulled its roots from your energy field, and you might have done it without even realizing its cosmic implications at the time. Interestingly, this curse probably manifested in many facets of your life: job stagnation, strained relationships, or random financial drains. It's as if every time you attempted to break free, something yanked you back down. But chosen ones are known for their resilience, and your perseverance finally caved the threshold. After multiple trials and near defeats, your spirit simply refused to accept the status quo. And in that refusal, you found the crack in the curse's armor. By acting from a place of higher wisdom, choosing unity over conflict, love over resentment, or courage over fear, you disrupted the negative cycle's hold. Now, universal law dictates that when a major blockage dissolves, it creates a vacuum that fresh blessings rush to fill. Think of it like unblocking a dam. Once the debris is cleared, the water flows freely and abundantly. The energy that was once siphoned off by the curse is now available for higher purposes: prosperity, creativity, health, connections. It's not random that the universe has singled out unexpected money as your next boon. Finances are often the first realm to reflect a newfound sense of freedom and possibility. Money, after all, is just another form of energy, and your energy has just undergone a massive liberation. So if you've been getting nudges about a better job, a surprise refund, or even a side project that might explode into a lucrative venture, pay attention. These aren't pipe dreams, they're signals. The universe is aligning with your curse-free frequency, either to deliver what was delayed or withheld all this time. Keep your eyes peeled, stay receptive, and remember that any lingering doubts you might have are simply echoes of the curse you've already defeated. Your past is no more. Embrace the shift wholeheartedly, because your blessing is not just on the way, it's already in motion, seeking the perfect path to reach you. Chapter 2. Unseen Energy Patterns at Work. Many people overlook the idea that our everyday reality is orchestrated by forces we can't see. Call them vibrations, frequencies, or simply the hand of fate. These currents define the flow of blessings or misfortunes that appear in our lives. As a chosen one, you've always been aware, even if only subconsciously, that there's more to existence than meets the eye. It's why you pick up on subtle energies or see patterns where others see randomness. Yet you might not have grasped how these unseen energies tie directly to curses or blessings, especially regarding money. You see, energy patterns form ladders around us, shaped by our beliefs, family history, and experiences. Negative events, particularly those that repeat often, hint at an energetic loop or aura of sorts. This doesn't necessarily mean a malicious sorcerer targeted you. It might just be a long-standing pattern of debt, poor financial decisions, or generational trauma. These loops sustain themselves because no one in your lineage, or you, actively broke them until now. Without conscious awareness, you triggered a disruption, undermining the foundation that sustained the pattern. A major clue that you've broken a pattern is how unexpectedly you might feel lighter. You may have woken up one morning with a sense of relief, even though your external circumstances hadn't changed much yet. Or maybe an old fear that used to paralyze you no longer holds the same sway. These shifts indicate the curse's anchor is weakening. And once that anchor is gone, the energy that supported stagnation dissolves, allowing new possibilities to manifest, especially in the realm of finances. After all, money is one of the most tangible reflections of energy flow in the material world. It's also worth noting that unseen energy patterns often respond to emotional turning points, moments where you choose love over hate or perseverance over defeat. If you recall a recent event where you opted to show compassion despite being wronged, or to keep faith despite overwhelming odds, that might well have been the flashpoint. The universe reacts to these choices with surgical precision, rerouting your trajectory away from old karmic pitfalls and into a zone of expanded favor. Why unexpected money specifically? Because finances are a universal symbol of freedom, opportunity, and value. When your energy field is purged of ancestral or personal curses, your capacity to hold abundance multiplies. You've likely heard stories of people who, after resolving deep emotional or spiritual blocks, suddenly receive windfalls or promotions. It's not a fluke. It's a universal law. The energetic signature of scarcity is replaced by one of receptivity and worthiness. And since the universe is all about flow, it seeks to fill that newly created space with tangible blessings. Embrace this knowledge. Recognize that your external life is mirroring the inner transformations you've undergone. While others might chalk up an incoming sum of money to luck or a fluke, you understand it's the universe's way of saying, thank you for shifting the energy. Use your reward wisely. This vantage point empowers you to steward what's coming with gratitude and intention rather than random happenstance. Each dollar will serve as a reminder that you shattered an invisible chain, freeing not just yourself but potentially those who come after you. It's bigger than you think, chosen one, and it's about to unfold in ways that validate everything you've always felt was true about unseen energies shaping our world. Chapter 3. How you accidentally shattered the block. It's one thing to know you've broken a curse or negative pattern, but it's another to understand how it happened inadvertently. For many chosen ones, the process begins so subtly that you can't pinpoint the exact moment you crossed from limitation into liberation. Maybe you thought you were just being kind or standing up for yourself for once. Perhaps you decided to try a new habit, daily affirmations or a short morning meditation. But that small shift in perspective or action was enough to strike at the root of the curse. In spiritual circles, curses flourish when we feed them with repetition. Repetitive thoughts of scarcity, repetitive emotional states of bitterness or resentment, or repetitive choices that reinforce negative cycles. By altering one piece of that puzzle, you chipped away at the curse's foundation. For instance, if your family line was plagued by financial struggle, your vow to start saving consistently, even if it's just a small amount, might have set off a domino effect. Suddenly, you're no longer reproducing the same script that kept your ancestors stuck. A simple but radical act can break an ancient chain, especially when fueled by genuine resolve or faith. Sometimes it's an emotional breakthrough that does the trick, like finally forgiving a parent or ex-partner who hurt you deeply. Unforgiveness acts like spiritual plaque, clotting the flow of blessings and resources. The moment you let go of the grudge, the channel clears. You might not have consciously thought, I'm ending a generational pattern. But at a soul level, that's precisely what you did. Almost immediately, you'll see new ease or momentum in areas of life that were stagnant. That's how spiritual cause and effect operate. Small internal shifts can yield surprisingly large external results. Interestingly, accidental breakthroughs often happen when you're not fixated on the curse itself. Maybe you grew tired of self-pity or complaining, and out of frustration, decided to do something positive for yourself or someone else. This heartfelt act could be as simple as volunteering or offering emotional support. Without you realizing it, you cut off the energy supply that fed the negative pattern because curses and negative loops often rely on inertia. Do nothing new, and the cycle persists. But the moment your spirit engages in an act of light, the entire system gets disrupted. Even doubts can play a role. If you found yourself doubting the power this curse had over you, thinking, maybe I can break free from this financial drought, that sliver of skepticism about the curse's power can be the crack that lets in enough spiritual light to dismantle it. Once your mind questions the inevitability of failure or lack, you strip away the curse's main fuel, belief in its inevitability. Without that belief, the curse loses its grip, leaving you free to experience life beyond its constraints. Reflect on your recent actions. Maybe you can identify which choice snapped the curse's hold. Even if you can't, the outcome remains. It's broken. What matters now is what you do with your new freedom. If you keep up the same fresh mindset, the curse stays gone, replaced by a flow of good fortune. If you revert to old habits of negativity or fear, you risk constructing a new cage. So stay mindful. The universe is about to reward your unintentional act of liberation with an influx of abundance. Embrace it fully and be ready to repeat the kind of bold thinking or heartfelt kindness that got you here in the first place. Chapter 4, Why Money is Flowing Your Way. It might pique your curiosity. Why is money, of all things, the universe's chosen gift after you break a curse? Shouldn't blessings come in the form of better relationships or spiritual peace? The short answer is that money often symbolizes broader energies, freedom, security, and the capacity to manifest tangible change. When a curse lifts, the first shift tends to materialize where you've previously felt the most restricted. For many chosen ones, that's been finances. A liberated money flow directly confirms you've stepped out of the shadow that once stunted your potential. The universe also knows that for your higher mission, resources are crucial. Whether you're meant to help your community, elevate your family's prospects, or fund a creative venture, finances act as a catalyst. Without them, fulfilling your spiritual mandate can feel like trudging uphill. Now that the block is gone, money can rush in to fuel your deeper calling. It's not about extravagance or greed. It's about having the material means to expand your positive impact. Embrace that perspective, and you'll see money as a sacred tool rather than a mere indulgence. Moreover, money is a straightforward way for the universe to show you that your energy truly shifted. Emotional or spiritual growth might be felt internally, but sudden financial relief or gain is undeniably concrete. It underscores that your internal changes yield external results, affirming your faith in the unseen laws that govern existence. This tangible validation strengthens your confidence in your path. When you see an actual deposit, a raise, or a random check arriving in your mailbox, you can't easily dismiss it as coincidence. Another reason money becomes the sign is that it addresses immediate needs that might have preoccupied you, hindering your spiritual growth. If you've been stressed about bills or uncertain about how to fund your dream project, that anxiety can sap your energy. Once you're free from financial desperation, you have mental space to focus on the higher calling that defines you as a chosen one. You might direct newfound funds toward formal training, philanthropic work, or even traveling to places that enrich your soul. The universe sees that a brief infusion of money, whether big or modest, can pivot your life's direction dramatically. Still, this shift in your financial landscape isn't an endpoint. Rather, it's a nudge to keep aligning your actions, thoughts, and values. Think. Think of the money as a signpost. Yes, you're on the right track. Keep going. Chosen ones are never truly done evolving, so while you enjoy the relief and empowerment money provides, remain open to further lessons and expansions. The universe doesn't want you to rest on your laurels, but to keep tapping into this new stream of abundance and channel it wisely. Finally, a caution: sudden monetary blessings can test your discernment. Will you invest or squander? Will you share or hoard? Consider each dollar an expression of universal grace, meant to elevate not just your life, but perhaps the lives of those you're destined to help. Your stewardship reflects whether you're truly ready to sustain the higher frequency you've entered. Because once you manage this wave responsibly, you pave the way for even more blessings, not just monetarily, but in every dimension of your unfolding destiny. Chapter 5. Embracing your role as a conduit of blessings. When the universe showers you with abundance, it's rarely just for personal gain. As a chosen one, you become a conduit, channeling these gifts not only to yourself, but also to those around you. This doesn't imply becoming everyone's savior. Rather, it's about recognizing that spiritual breakthroughs often come with a moral responsibility to uplift others. So if you receive a financial windfall or a sudden opportunity, consider how you might share some of that good fortune. That doesn't necessarily mean donating enormous sums to charity, though that's an option. It can be as straightforward as supporting a friend's new venture or offering free expertise to someone struggling. Such acts not only help others, but also keep your spiritual pipeline open, ensuring blessings continue to flow. Think of it as breathing. You inhale abundance, then exhale generosity, a necessary balance to sustain life's energy cycle. You can also serve as a conduit in non-monetary ways. Perhaps your heightened clarity allows you to mentor colleagues, or your renewed vitality helps you comfort people in tough transitions. Money may be the most obvious sign of your new luck, but intangible offerings like insight, compassion, and encouragement are just as valuable. Be mindful, however, that generosity should never deplete you. Healthy boundaries preserve both your well-being and the dignity of those you aid. Avoid giving to appease guilt or manipulation. Instead, discern genuine need and respond with thoughtful kindness. By maintaining this balance, you act as a wise steward, allowing your blessings to fulfill their highest purpose rather than fueling unhealthy cycles. Interestingly, the more you give, the more the universe tends to replenish your stores. In effect, you prove reliable as a channel for positive energy, prompting higher forces to send even more resources your way. This cycle explains why blessings often multiply once they start flowing. They're shared in sincere ways that support collective growth. Ultimately, the abundance you receive isn't solely about elevating your own life. It resonates outward to families, communities, and even strangers you may never meet. In a world frequently marred by scarcity thinking, your willingness to serve as a conduit for blessings demonstrates that transformation is possible. You show that old curses can be shattered and destinies can be rewritten, all through the thoughtful sharing of material and spiritual wealth. By honoring this cosmic principle, you fulfill a purpose greater than any single monetary gain. In effect, you become a beacon, proving that genuine abundance can enrich everyone it touches, especially when guided by love, humility, and conscious intent. Chapter 6. Practical Tips to Manage Your Incoming Fortune. Spiritual insights mean little if you can't handle the money flowing your way. As a chosen one, you must be intentional about finances, especially when the universe grants a fresh start or a windfall. Think of this blessing as a seed that could grow into a forest if well tended, or wither if neglected. First, clarify financial priorities. Outline your obligations, debt repayment, savings, investments, and daily expenses, and reserve a portion for enjoyment. This organization determines whether money vanishes or multiplies. A clear plan transforms you into a vessel ready to expand your prosperity. Next, seek counsel. If finances aren't your strong suit, there's no shame in consulting a mentor, financial planner, or savvy friend. You likely have big visions, yet might lack logistical expertise. Even minimal study on investing, saving, or managing debt helps you avoid pitfalls that once trapped you. A bit of knowledge can reshape your entire financial trajectory. Keep an opportunity fund for sudden openings. As a chosen one, you'll encounter spontaneous calls, a spiritual retreat, or a philanthropic cause that resonates. Having extra resources lets you seize these moments without financial upheaval. This concept goes beyond an emergency fund. It reflects the magical unpredictability of your path. Also, beware of short-lived euphoria. A monetary surge can lead to reckless spending or hasty ventures. Ground your excitement with realism. Not every purchase or investment is wise. Be cautious of freeloaders appearing once they know you have resources. Maintain your generosity without allowing exploitation. You use your blessings for personal and communal growth, not to enable others' carelessness. Finally, honor the spiritual dimension of money. Each time you pay bills, invest, or donate, infuse gratitude. Turn mundane transactions into reverent acts that respect the energy behind your newfound finances. This preserves the high vibration you reach by breaking the curse and ensures your financial decisions align with your deeper integrity. When managing money becomes a sacred practice rather than a chore, you sustain harmony between your soul and your bank account, protecting the flow of blessings in your life. Chapter 7, Sustaining the Flow and Living Your Next Chapter. You've broken a curse and entered a new flow of blessings, but the real test is sustaining your momentum. Many chosen ones experience a surge of good fortune only to see it fade when they slip back into old mindsets. The universe rewards continued growth, not complacency. Consistent self-reflection is key. Look out for grudges, resentments, or regrets that may creep in. Such emotional weeds can choke out abundance. If bitterness surfaces, address it immediately. Forgiveness, though challenging, clears your heart's field. You can't carry both blessings and old grievances in the same space. Equally crucial is focusing on your life's broader mission. Often, a chosen one's calling extends beyond personal gains, perhaps leading a community, inspiring change, or creating art that heals. Let money and resources power that mission, ensuring your blessings have a long-lasting purpose. This commitment wards off complacency and reminds you that you're part of a larger tapestry. Humility and gratitude function like shield and sword. Humility keeps you spiritually grounded. Gratitude recharges your energy daily. Even a brief morning ritual, thanking the universe for shelter, loved ones, or well-being, builds a protective aura around your blessings. Sustaining the flow doesn't imply a life without challenges. Adversities will emerge, but your evolved mindset lets you face them calmly. When struggle appears, remind yourself, I've overcome before. Each victory solidifies your new status, and each stumble refines your resilience. Remember, you're not alone. The same universe that elevated you continues to orchestrate on your behalf. Old allies who helped you break the curse can remain pillars of support, and new ones may join. Chosen ones rarely walk alone. They often gather with souls who see life as more than mere routine. Together, you uphold each other's blessings, keeping the flow unbroken. Stepping into this next chapter, where surprising financial gains and liberation blend, don't forget how you arrived. You shattered old energy traps, embraced an upgrade, and now hold the reins of a grander destiny. Guard it, nurture it, and share it. By doing so, you transform fleeting luck into a lasting legacy, proving that the universe's gifts favor those bold enough to follow their deepest call. Stay vigilant and adaptable. Refine your intentions, adjust your strategies, and stay open to subtle guidance. By sustaining this higher frequency, you allow the next chapter to unfold with grace, momentum, and unlimited possibility, benefiting both your personal growth and the greater good. If doubt returns, recall your past triumphs as proof that your path is divinely supported and your capacity for thriving truly boundless.